Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. While reading this poem, this is a really good poem to point out what we call rhyme scheme or pattern. When you look at this poem, if you look at the end, you have gold, hold, flower, hour, leaf, grief, day, stay. So each two lines rhyme together. So with gold and hold, you would have what we call A. Then with flower and hour, that would be B. The reason it changes to B is because flower and hour, those two words do not rhyme with hold and gold, so you're changing the letters of that. Leaf and grief, those two words rhyme, but they do not rhyme with gold or flower, so then we would have a C pattern. And then day and stay, same thing, we have day, stay, rhyming, but yet those two words do not rhyme with any of the other words, so then we would have D. So we have an A, B, B, C, C, D, D pattern. So let's look at this short poem. It's only one stanza, and a stanza is merely a different word for paragraph. In poetry, each chunk of text, you will find those are referred to as stanzas. Nothing gold can stay. Nature's first green is gold. That's pretty interesting to use that comparison with two colors, green and gold. Think about what you know about green. When nature becomes green, when the leaves become green, when the grass emerges as green. Think about what time of year, what season, and what you associate with that. And why would that season and that time of year be considered gold? Most likely anything that's new and young and vibrant is great and good and golden. It's your golden, I wouldn't say it's your golden years, but it's when everything is great. So young and fresh and new in this world or in this poem is considered good. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. I wonder why they're saying that spring and that time of year is hard to hold. And when we have her hardest hue to hold, we have the use of alliteration with the letter H. Hue is one of our words this week for color. So green is the hardest to hold on to. So is that saying spring is hardest to hold on to? And what does spring mean? Does it mean that in the spring of the year, that's early in the year, and so early times are hardest to hang on to? Let's think about that a little deeper as we read on. I'll start again at the top. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. There's some personification right there talking about nature. And that pronoun her is referring back to nature. So nature's been personified. So we have alliteration and personification. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. So for a short period we have this flower, this spring, this, dare I say, youth? Only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So we're seeing that comparison again to time of year, okay? So when leaf falls into leaf, so subsides means falls away or goes away, which is another one of your vocabulary words. Then leaf falls to leaf. Then leaf subsides to leaf. So Eden sank to grief. And if you go back to the Bible reference, if you're familiar with the Holy Bible, then you know Eden was the area where Adam and Eve lived. And when Eden sank to grief, which again is personification, that was when the world becomes a bit older and more mature and understanding and knowledge. So Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. So dawn being the beginning of the day goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay. So now we have repetition. Wow, in this little chunk of text, we have so many tools of literary devices. We have actually what we call analogy, because we're comparing youth and time of life to the seasons of the year. We have alliteration with her hardest hue to hold. We have personification where nature's been personified. Eden, the Garden of Eden, has been personified. And when Eden is sad, that's when, of course, Adam and Eve are cast out of the garden. So dawn, which, here we go again, we're talking about the beginning, early. So when dawn goes down to day, so the early morning goes down to day, nothing gold can stay. So I wonder what they're saying with that repetition. That's very strong. Nothing gold can stay. What is Robert Frost trying to convey to the reader about time, about youth, and maybe about possibility of what we need to do with time? What does time mean to people? What should time mean to us as readers? Some very interesting concepts to consider that Robert Frost is trying to convey to us as readers.